She seems like she needs some guidance. You know, she can't recognize her pride. She make a lot of bad decisions. How many kids do you have?
Let's go ahead and bring out our first single lady. Hello, welcome in.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Ashley.
Ashley, how old are you?
I'm 31.
And what do you do?
I'm a licensed esthetician and I'm in school.
All right. So what do you like to do for fun?
I like to go hiking, do anything adventurous. Like I went skydiving.
Oh, wow.
I like to hang out with my mom because she's funny and go out to eat.
Okay. What do you look for in a man?
Someone who is ambitious, is goal-driven. Someone who's trustworthy and communicates well.
All right. What are some deal breakers?
Someone who is combative.
Okay.
Someone who I cannot trust. And someone who plans all these goals but never accomplishes them.
Okay. Yes. All right. So we haven't got any pop balloons yet.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and hand you a pick.
Okay.
Hold on to that. And there is, how many guys are here? Okay, I'm going to have you pop 3 balloons.
Ooh.
I know, 3 balloons.
Right now?
Whenever you're ready, go on over.
Okay. Oh no. This is embarrassing. I'm sorry.
Okay, 2 more.
I'm sorry.
And 1 more. Okay, let's start right here.
Okay.
Okay, let's have your name and age.
I'm Fendy. I'm 34.
Okay. Fendy, what do you do?
I'm a musician on my own record label, and I also work a 9 to 5. But we keep it music though. Yeah.
Okay,
How you doing?
So, Fendy, why was your balloon unpopped?
I like the way she looked. She came out. She was well spoken, well dressed.
Thank you.
I feel like we could have fun. You was talking about the hiking thing. Let's go get lost. It was cool. I dig what you put down. You feel me? Yeah.
All right.
That's
So,
all.
why we end up popping his?
It's really not too much. I feel like maybe the other guys were presented a little bit better. You're handsome. I just popped.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
Demetrius, 37.
And Demetrius, what do you do?
Work for the city and drive trucks. Well, commercial driver.
Okay. All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
Actually, some of her deal breakers was positives. Like she said something about like if you career driven, if you're not, then she don't want to mess with you.
Okay.
But I'm career driven, so I'm like that's a positive to me. I turned the negative to a positive.
Okay.
And she chocolate too, like darker the berry, sweeter the juice.
Oh,
So
boy.
ain't nothing wrong with that. So I mean, it's all good. You know, Black Queen. Yeah, she loved it though. Nice lips, everything. I ain't gonna lie.
Why'd you end up popping his balloon?
Yes, ma'am.
I want someone who I can look up at.
Oh,
No
okay.
offense. Yeah.
Okay, hike
But
ain't
you're
gonna get you to
still
the altar though. You know, you can't look
For
at that.
me, probably.
Oh, hike. Okay.
How tall are you?
The doctor says. What the doctor say? I'm like 5'4.5", but
Okay.
with these boots on, I'm like 5'5".
I'm 5'5".
I'm just saying, I ain't tripping though.
But you look great.
Oh,
You
thank you,
look
ma'am.
nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Now let's go to the last one you ended up popping. Your name and age.
Yeah, Timothy, 38.
Okay. And Timothy, what do you do?
I'm an independent contractor and a real professional day trader.
Hey yo, this guy has been here before. I swear his face looks so familiar. I'm sure he was here on a couple episodes back.
Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
I just wanted to hear her out. I was going to pop initially. I thought your skirt was kind of too short, like more. I know. I feel like I can almost see your panties, to be honest with you.
I find it cringe what he just said, bro. He was like, yo, he was talking about her skirt like that, like how he can almost see her panties, you know, like my guy. If that was such a big concern, why did you still have the balloon up? You know, this gives off like some kind of petty remark, you know what I mean? Just because you were popped on or just because she didn't choose you, now you gotta like one up her, man. Like, if you see something and it turns you off, you pop the damn balloon. But you don't keep your damn balloon up until it gets popped, and now all of a sudden you have something to say. What's wrong with you, boy?
That's just being honest with you.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so why did we end up popping his balloon?
He's just too skinny. I got a little, I don't know. He's just too skinny. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. We've got how many balloons left? 5. Okay, go ahead and ask these remaining guys a question, help you narrow it down.
When you're in a relationship, how do you show love? to that person.
Okay, let's start here. Name and age first.
Trey Stylus, 35.
Okay, Trey, what do you do?
I'm a barber, career barber, and also a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the question.
One more time. The question.
How do you show love when you're in a
How do I
relationship?
show love? Well, I'm kind of like a 90s love type guy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I really want to like be intimate. You know what I'm saying? Like get some time together. You feel what I'm saying? Like 90s love. My love languages would probably be physical touch and like acts of service. Yeah, so that kind of give you an idea where I'm at with it.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Over here, your name and age.
My name is Sydney. I'm 37.
Sydney, what do you do?
My profession is I own a dental practice in Charlotte and also a roadside service in Charlotte and also in New York. So 2 locations.
Okay, nice.
And if you want to just answer a question, how do you show love in a relationship?
Part of my way of showing love is basically just making sure that she gets the attention that she needs, being a good communicator and understanding what her needs and wants are. And then I think that's a good way for me to understand what type of love language she's seeking. So,
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Over here, your name and age.
Hey, I'm Vernon, and I'm 40.
Sorry, what was that?
Vernon, and
Vernon?
I'm 40.
Okay. And what do you do?
Right now, I'm just investing in real estate, wholesaling, doing mostly creative finance deals. Got an Airbnb, Turo, stuff like that. A few other things too, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
Okay, no problem. And how do you show love in a relationship?
I show love pretty much. I feel like the whole thing should be love. Pretty much, it's like if you can listen. It's like, I feel like that's a major thing. Listening, you can get too caught up in this and that and that and this, but listening is the most part for me, because from there you can go from wherever you need to go to. I think like a lot of relationships probably fail because people are not listening or not really paying close attention to whatever her needs is, stuff like that. So that's what I feel love is.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Mac, I'm 39.
Okay. And Mac, what do you do?
I teach financial literacy and I teach social and economic development.
Okay.
And right now, I just started doing relationship counseling.
Hey yo, this guy's funny yo. He's like, I do relationship counseling. Like, my boy, you're supposed to be so good with relationships and all, to the point where you do counseling. But what are you doing here? What are you doing in this dating show? A guy's a dating counselor. He knows all about relationships, but yet he can't find a match, can't find a partner. He has to come to the dating show. That's a joke.
Okay. And how do you show love in a relationship?
In a relationship, I show love based on how it's reciprocated. So I show love by making sure my woman's taken care of. You know, I think that's the most important thing to like, you know, in relationships, make sure your partner is taken care of, you know, all needs, like not just one thing, but like on all bases, emotionally, physically, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? It's just the reality of a relationship. So, yeah.
Over here, your name and age.
My name is Darion, and I'm 31.
Darion, what do you do?
I own a food truck and a restaurant business.
So, how do you show love in a relationship?
So 2 ways. I show love by affection, that's my love language, and by reassurance. So if I feel like my woman is not feeling herself, I'll make sure I get it there to where she can, or at least try.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Let's head back. I have 5 balloons left, so go ahead and pop 2 of them.
Okay. Sorry.
And 1 more. Okay, I'll have you stay down there. All right, so why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
She's gorgeous, and I want to hear what she had to say.
Okay, all right. What do we end up popping his?
He actually looks like my cousin.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those.
When I got closer, I was like, uh-oh.
I'm mad at that. At least it was that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No problem. Thank you. And where do we end up popping? Over here. Why was your balloon unpopped?
Well, I was just open, trying to see what, you know, she had to say, stuff like that.
Okay.
And, you know, she's pretty.
Thank you.
Why we end up popping his?
It's really not too much, to be honest.
Okay.
Maybe I will go for a different style, more kind of cleaner and casual, more. I don't know. But you look good, but
Perfect.
I have to have a reason.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
On this side.
All right, ask our 3 remaining guys another question.
Let's see. If you are in a relationship and you guys have a disagreement, what is your conversation style or your disagreement style with that person? Like, how do you argue, I guess you'll say?
Okay, start there and come back. Okay. All right, answer to your question, please.
Can you reiterate that one more time?
Like, if you guys get into a disagreement, how do you handle it? Do you, like, give her the cold shoulder? Do you just go silent?
So I'm gonna say this: like, if my woman get mad at me, we probably finna have sex.
A lot of women ain't gonna dig it, even though it may be true, even though it's what people want to do or should do. But at the end of the day, I feel like you're gonna turn off a lot of women by talking like this. You know what I'm saying?
First off, but I don't argue. I didn't grow up in a household where my parents argue, and I thank them every day for that. I really do. I praise my parents every day because they probably did argue because people had their differences, but they did it in some dark room or something. They never did it in front of me and my siblings. So I'd say every day I appreciate them for that because I got friends that I grew up with and I went to their house and their parents argued and they in argumentative relationships. But I think that in relationships, the key to it is talking it out. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to want the relationship. You're not always going to like your partner. So you got to really talk it out. You know what I'm saying? You got to want the relationship. So if you want the relationship enough, then you'll be willing to talk it out and work it out and work through your differences because arguing that's just very traumatic. That's like what we fighting for? Like to me, that's gonna turn me on. If a woman fussing at me, the first thing I'm gonna think is you need some fixing.
Oh, okay.
Dad is coming home to fix it, so we fixing it.
Okay.
We ain't got to argue. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, what we arguing for? Like, I don't know if y'all agree with me or what. Like, what we arguing about? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I do in a relationship. I don't argue. I try to work through things.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's head back over here. Okay, if you want to go ahead and answer her question.
Well, I come from a large family, a lot of sisters, so I always had to sit back and listen and get their perspective on things, and just the work background that I take on requires for me to kind of really listen, and I like to put myself in other people's shoes to better understand where they're coming from. So I think that's how I would position that first, just to kind of understand where she's coming from. And then I could get a better perspective on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and our last guy.
I would have to say we got to talk it out. Like, I don't like to go to sleep angry. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if we're in a relationship. So it's got to be some communication. We got to talk, and make it an even playing ground. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just something like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, time to pop a balloon.
Alrighty. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
So I didn't pop my balloon because she seemed like a person that was really looking for a match and a person that's really looking for some understanding and some guidance, So I didn't pop my balloon because she seemed like a woman that's, like we out here looking for love. She seemed like she needs some guidance.
Yo, the way this guy's talking is just crazy. He's talking crazy, bro. He's like, I didn't fall because she's looking for love and guidance. It's like, what are you looking for? Stop putting it on her, but what are you looking for? Aren't you looking for the same damn thing? He's trying to make it look like he's doing her a favor by the fact that he didn't fall.
But you know what I'm saying? Obviously, no, seriously, because she's here. She's here, so she obviously looking for some guidance, but she can't recognize the prize. So obviously she make a lot of bad decisions. How many kids do you have?
Yo, my guy, just keep your mouth shut, bro. Keep it pushing, bro. Like, it ain't that deep. Like, you can see at this point just tells you how much of their ego is so hurt. Like, my dude now all of a sudden is on attack mode just because he got rejected. He's now going for the kids. Like, how many kids you got? That's wild.
I'm done, Arlette.
How many kids do you have?
I'm not here to answer.
So why'd you pop his balloon?
For this exact reason.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Why'd you end up popping his balloon?
Because he went right to sexual, opposed to how do you communicate and so.
Well, intimacy is the most important thing in a relationship because if you can't intimately satisfy your woman, then she gonna go around the corner or next door. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't all about sex though. Relationships is definitely 100% not about sex. So you missed that though. But you missed the part where I articulated it in everything else that I said. So maybe it's some guidance that's missing in your life. Maybe I don't know. Maybe your upbringing is different than mine.
Yeah, so crazy, bro. Like, why is he getting so confrontational like this? Like, it ain't that deep. She popped on you, bro. I know your ego is big. She don't mess with you. She don't mess with you. But I don't know why he's feeling some type of way. He's so hurt to the fact that he wanna embarrass her, bro. But yo, the girl is smart though for not engaging, because you do not want to entertain this type of shit. This is like some troll type of shit.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Let's head back. All right, so we've got 2 guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay. How would you plan a first date for your lady?
Okay. How would you plan a first date?
I guess with the first date, first of all, I'm gonna learn a lot about you before we step out. And then that's gonna give us, if we're doing a lot of laughing, and I love comedy clubs, I love activities, I like just doing things that's more active. And if I feel that you have more of a laid back personality, I think I'll get a chance to know you a little bit better. Maybe you sit down and just, grab a nice bite to eat and sit down and probe a little bit more. So that's probably how I do my first date. It's kind of like on our chemistry, and then I kind of make that decision based upon how we both feel with our energy, where we headed next. So,
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and over here.
First date. It would have to be like where we at. Like that's something like chemistry wise that I would pick up. Like I'm really like fine on finding out what you like. You know what I'm saying? So it'll probably be, more like how we vibe. Like what I listen to, what I pick up, what I see that you interested in. And then we go from there. Like if you're a foodie, we're gonna go food. If you're more intimate and just want to take a walk in the park, maybe that.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, any questions for her?
You got kids?
Yes, I have one.
You have one kid?
Yes.
Okay. Your profession is?
Licensed esthetician. I do facials, skincare, waxings, and I'm in school.
I might have to pop on that.
Okay, that's fine.
No, because I'm a barber.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
barber. So, like, I know, our schedules is going to, like, collide. And then I just know the profession and the industry, you got a little bit too much emotion for me. I'm looking for a little bit something, more executive.
Okay.
But no, you're beautiful, though.
Thank you.
And I didn't think I would say that either, but, like, just, to women that I pop home, but you beautiful. No, for real.
Thank you.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
Yes, he is. He actually dressed really nice. He's handsome. He's
Thank you.
groomed well. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
Any questions over here?
where do you live?
I live in LA.
You live in LA. Okay.
Where are you?
I'm in Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay.
Charlotte, between Charlotte and New York. Yeah. Yeah.
That's your only question?
Actually, we have. What's the question? Where do you live? What is your way of communication? What's your strength as far as communicating is concerned?
It's really open. If I feel like our energies are not matching, or if I feel that you're more down than usual, then I'm going to ask you, like, hey, what's up? Maybe I need to do something that you may like. Mind you, my way of love is food. So maybe over dinner, we talk about it, like, hey, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
I love food. I'm a foodie. As far as like confrontations, how do you actually deal with them? Because I did notice that you kind of shut down a little bit when you were having that interaction, and you just kind of like shut them out. Like, even though it may have been kind of off with that question per se, but the shutdown was kind of more like, nah, I'm just. So how do you deal with confrontation?
Well, if it's with someone that I love, then I will get to the root of the problem. But if it's a stranger, I'm not going to engage.
What about in dating? If you don't love them, but you're just like in a dating phase?
Well, I feel like dating is to get to a point of getting together. The long goal or the end goal is marriage. So that's something that I will work towards and try to figure out. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. I think with me, I'm really big on communication. I really express that, and I think that interaction kind of really had me open my eyes as far as just like the shut off point. I was curious to see how you would manage that situation there. I was, you know, I think that you're really a strong mother and a strong person, but that would be my thing right there. I think I may want to hold tight on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Are you popping or? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Hey, yo, this last guy here, yo, he let me puzzle, bro, because I thought he was gonna match her there, man. He's asking her all these questions and all, but then in the end, he just pops on there. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, so did you want her to, like, be confrontational with that guy to go back and forth, or what? Like, that part let me puzzle, bro. Like, I'm so confused.
Okay. All right. So is he someone that is your type?
No.
No. Okay. And why not?
I don't. The outfit is too much for me. I like a laid back type of casual attire.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, but we do thank you so much for coming on. Give it up for her, guys. Thank you.
But anyways, man, these episodes been crazy. Like, some of these men's, bro, some of these men, they don't even behave their age, bro. They're children, literally. How are you gonna sit over here and go back and forth with a woman just because she disqualified your ass? Just keep on pushing, bro. Like, you know, some of these men, it actually shows why they still single, why they can't find a partner, bro, because their behavior is crazy like this. Like, especially that dude in the turtleneck, bro. I don't know what's wrong with him, what got into him, bro. Like, that's wild, the way he's talking and all like that. Like, I mean, I get it, right? He's kind of annoyed because I guess he made a point when he was asked that question, and he said that, you know, what they're gonna do is, like, they're gonna hook up first, and then he went on a tangent. But at the end of the day, I guess, you know, women just take the first thing you just say and disregard everything else. So I mean, that's what she took from the sentence, is just that you're a sexual dude, but she didn't really take everything else you said. I get what you meant. I understood you up till that point, but for you to start going on, you know, back and forth with her and to try and, like, trigger her, and now you're reaching for if she has kids and all, like, that's wild, bro. You're doing too much. But anyways, yo, guys, that's this. But let me know what y'all thought about it. My man in the turtleneck, bro, the one in the green turtleneck, what'd you think about him and the little tension he had with that woman, bro? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.